here. Okay, is everybody ready for this? All right, welcome to the first State of the Town address by the mayor, who was reluctantly doing this. The reason we're doing this is because Dennis and I were having a conversation about all the things that we have accomplished and how proud we are of where we've come. And that is really due to all of the staff and the residents who volunteer to help us with this little town, and we so appreciate that. So the first thing I'm going to do is welcome some people that we'd like to acknowledge. And so first of all, we have two commissioners in the House. We have Joseph McMullen. And we have Rick Holland. We really do wish that Willie Welch could be with us, but he's still in the hospital, and our thoughts and prayers are with him. Mike Satterfield was not able to be here. So then we have the staff. They're the people who really do the work, and that's Dennis Foltz, the town manager. We have Becky Rocroft, who's in charge of finance. Conda Duvall, who's in charge of HR. Thomas, our esteemed police chief. Mike Parker, who is our public works director. Max Spann, our planning director. Renee Mullen, who works in finance. Kale, our principal at our charter school. Carrie Maston, our water clerk. Lynn Dallou, who I'm not really sure what she does, but it's a lot of things. Amber Robinson, who has to put up with Parker. Our town clerk. Valerie Gibbons, So, did I miss anybody in the staff? And there's some teachers from the charter school. Nikki's right there. All right, and then we have the board members who give so very generously of their time. And if I miss anybody at the end, we will acknowledge you too. Mario Emprezelli. Skip Whitman. Steve Taylor. Betty Wade. Fred Shepard, jack of all trades. Did I miss anybody? Kelly Taylor from SAC. I'm so sorry. All right. Okay, so now we start the boring stuff. Like I said, we did this because we're very proud of how far we've come, and we also want to help people understand where we're trying to go. We have a number of ways we try to communicate, so this is just another way for us to help everybody understand what we're trying to do and where we're going. And we do value input, and sometimes we have commission meetings and there's like one person there. So I'm really happy to see all these people here, and some people that I don't even know, so that's a really good thing. So one thing I do really want to hit head on, and then we'll move beyond it, is unfortunately we did have some shocking and serious news today regarding one of our police officers in the Oakland PD. I just want you to know that the chief has been handling this situation, and we will take the appropriate action at the time that it is supposed to be taken. So we are very, very, very shocked by this information, and we will deal with it accordingly. So anyway, moving on. We have a summary of, I want to start with a summary of Oakland, and it is, and then you'll see pictures that will come up that will kind of go with the presentation, so you don't have to look at me the whole time. Oakland has a colorful and long history. It's a railroad town, the shipping point for vegetables and later citrus, early eating community in Orange County, home of magnificent oak trees, Tree City, USA, community between the lakes, friend of the environment, home to scenic byways, historical. These are all descriptors of this quaint community. While Oakland has grown, it is important for us to maintain our identity and preserve our history. So kind of a background of how the town operates. We operate with a commission and manager form of government through a charter approved through the electorate. The charter provides the rules by which the town is operated and can only be changed by election. And most of you are aware that we just recently had an election by ballot for some changes to the charter, and I appreciate everyone who voted via mail for that. It passed 179 to 22. So, and thank you to the charter committee who labored long and hard on that to make sure that we made the appropriate changes to the charter, because it really is the backbone of how we operate the town. The commission is composed of a mayor and 4 commissioners who serve 4-year staggered terms. The commission sets policy, approves budgets and major contracts, and employs a town manager. The town manager is tasked with presenting the commission with policies, budgets, and audits, and has the authority to employ staff and conduct town business. All of this is by charter. Historically, besides general government functions, police, planning, maintenance, etc., the town has operated one utility, water, and contracted with Orange County for fire. Approximately for the past 10 years, the town has owned and operated a K-5 elementary school with approximately 530 students, which we generally have a waiting list to get into the school. Entry to the charter school is by lottery, with preference given to Oakland resident students first. The school is chartered through the Orange County Public Schools, but the funding is from the state. Our vision for the town is to serve the citizens of Oakland with a government that provides a high level of service while keeping our attitude as Oakland, a place where we maintain and preserve natural beauty and history while regarding each other in a friendly and respectable manner. Careful growth that fits into the fabric of our town and a prudent fiscal approach. We want to mix modern 21st century techniques with old-fashioned neighborly communication and involvement. With the above in mind, we've set out to provide improvements and infrastructures needed for the town. Currently, we are dependent primarily on residential property taxes and have carefully planned and phased these improvements through the years. So we want to talk about some of our accomplishments. Staff and processes. Over the past few years, we've reorganized our staff to address growth and needed services. We have a staff that functions in a professional, customer-friendly manner and is focused on excellence in government. We have an experienced police chief and town clerk, and new departments were established for public works, finance, and human relations. A new planning director was hired. Aren't they cute? Hired, and a forward-thinking principal was hired to replace a retiring predecessor. The Orange County Fire Department has been invited to participate as a member of our management team, as was the managing director of the Oakland Nature Preserve. So we have a very inclusive, collaborative form of staff. And we try, it's a great relationship we have with Orange County Fire. I believe we're the only municipality who co-built a police/fire department where we operate the police department and they operate the fire department. We're committed to training our staff and providing the tools that they need to effectively perform the duties required of them. Consistent processes are important, and some are actually required by law. The following are recent implementations. A new employee handbook was written with the assistance of our labor attorney to ensure that our procedures are consistent with state and federal laws and concise. New job descriptions were written for all positions. We established criteria for employee evaluation and on a consistent and timely basis. We're continuing, for our residents, we are continuing to establish a consistent town-wide website that provides the capability for regular updating and notifications for residents of the town. We've come a long way, but this is still a work in progress, and we acknowledge that we have work to do on the website to make it more user-friendly. We conducted a professional analysis of computer needs for town departments, a charter school, and the Oakland Nature Preserve, and implemented the changes required, including moving from a POP server platform to an Exchange server platform for email services. This allows full coordination of calendars and included a change in IT services from consulting services to an evaluation staff versus consulting services for IT. We implemented an iPad distribution to department heads and the commission. This allows paperless distribution of information, but more importantly allows person-to-person FaceTime communication, including participation in all meetings. Full communication is essential. We install TV monitors in the town meeting locations, and it's right there behind the screen. But we felt like the screen will help you better view the pictures that we're putting up. Along with Wi-Fi, this provides the opportunity for direct presentations from town server files, presentations from PCs, as well as participation from Skype or FaceTime. We ensure that all staff locations have access to Wi-Fi. One of the big things we did this year was we hired a new waste provider, Advanced Disposal, and they have our solid waste contract for the next 7 years. This will provide a better level of service and cost savings to the community. Going forward, we have a placeholder to remind us to work towards more efficient waste pickups, perhaps including standardized waste and recycle containers. We're very focused on providing methods that encourage more recycling. We have the Community Block Development Grant. We have had 2 Community Block Development Grants. These are federal grants that help us help our residents to improve their homes to an acceptable standard of living. The last CDBG grant was for $550,000, and we knocked to the ground and rebuilt 5 homes and remodeled 5 homes for our Oakland residents. And this is truly the good stuff. Habitat for Humanity. We currently have 13 Habitat for Humanity homes with 2 more under construction. We have the most Habitat for Humanity homes in West Orange County. Most were built for Oakland residents. We have also initiated and budgeted for the rebuild of the Little White House. Most of you know it, it's sat right out here by the trail. This is in cooperation with Habitat for Humanity of West Orange. We will rebuild the structure to house their executive staff, provide storage for the town, and provide a venue for refreshments on the West Orange Trail. The look of this structure will be consistent with the Little White House architecture that was here before. And then another one, and we have a recipient right here in the corner. Welcome home. We are beyond. We are beyond proud to be the home to all 6 welcome homes for wounded war veterans, and 7 houses planned very soon. Kaboom Playground. Last year, in partnership with Walt Disney World, yay! We received and built a Kaboom Playground in one day. Another benefactor later made significant improvements once the playground was done, adding fencing, a water fountain, electrical service, and surveillance cameras. So it's a really nice amenity for the community and the children here. The Oakland Nature Preserve, our finest legacy to our generations to come. It's been in place, I want to say, at least 15 to 20 years, I'm not sure of the date. And it's been an ongoing project, and improvements we make every year. So some of the latest ones are facilitated the establishment through a pilot program with the State Department of Education for linking science education between the charter school and the nature preserve on Wednesdays. This has resulted in a greatly improved student testing scores in science, as well as the knowledge of environmental education for our teachers. Our visitor numbers are steadily increasing every year at the Oakland Nature Preserve. All right, now we're going to talk about the police. We implemented a new police dispatch system through an agreement with the City of Winter Garden. This not only established a new relationship with Winter Garden, who is closer to us in Orange County, the move stabilized and reduced costs that included a new computer and communication equipment that will serve the town into the foreseeable future. Rolled out the Oakland Partners Program, and this is your quintessential small town program, which is designed to ensure contact every day between the PD and the residents who sign up. If the PD does not hear from the resident by noon, they call them. If there's no answer, the PD responds to the resident to check on them. There is no cost for the residents. We added a full-time investigator, which is allowing for more complete follow-up on all cases, which in turn is resulting in more arrests and case clearances. We expanded the use of police bicycles by having additional officers bicycle certified and by using grant funds to purchase additional police bicycles, and this allows for enhanced patrolling along the West Orange Trail. Budgets, that's such a fun thing. We implemented a new financial accounting system that complies with all requirements of Florida law and incorporates our utility billing. This system allows easy monitoring for our financial status and for both the staff as well as the commission. We established an enterprise fund approach for our rental facilities to provide for their maintenance and operation through funds from rental revenues rather than from the town general fund. This applies to the town meeting hall, the post office, historic town hall, parks, and the Oakland Nature Preserve and Environmental Education Center. As a matter of law, our budgets are audited yearly for compliance, accuracy, and improved financial processes. Our budget total all in is $7.5 million. Our reserves at this time, because we don't want to have too much, but we don't want to have too little, is $1.5 million. So we are in very good financial position. And you see this table up here. The budgets are available up there, the charter's available, and a few other things, as well as some tchotchke. So if you have further questions, you're welcome to pick up anything you'd like. The Oakland Avenue Charter School. We added a new modular building that frees up classrooms for full-time programs for science, the arts, living well, health and guidance, and a dedicated computer lab. We refinanced the charter school, which shortened our bill by 5 years and saved us $2 million. We also extended our charter with the county by 15 years. We added iPads in every classroom. We reestablished a library at the school. We expanded the gifted program. We initiated my already talked about Wednesday science program. We pride ourselves in operating a school that is progressive and offers parents an alternative to public or private school. Another example of that is volunteer hours requirement of the parents of the school. Each family must put in 20 hours a year at the school. All right, more fun stuff. Infrastructure. Infrastructure of various kinds to ensure that operations and services are provided as required to meet citizen and customer needs. These provide direct services to the residents and include water. We installed new water meters throughout the town that utilize telemetry, based transmission of readings, thus eliminating the need for water meter readers. This system also allows users to access web-based information regarding their water use down to the hour and aid in water conservation. We finalized the installation of a 500,000-gallon ground storage tank that will serve the water storage needs of the town through build-out. It's right over here, and it's really nice. There it is. We passed new tiered water rates that encourage conservation and provide for the utility improvements. This is a bonded water. We had a bond for this water tank. We're required to show that our utility can pay for it. So we have to set the water rates every year to pay for that. And I know that tiered water rates is good for some and not so good for others, but it really does encourage people to watch their consumption. Because the less you consume, the less your bill is. Sewer and economic development on Highway 50, more fun stuff. This is really what we're going to be talking about for the future. Growth is inevitable, and we knew without sewer, Highway 50 would never attract the kinds of businesses that would be desirable. We would, in fact, attract businesses that would not fit into Oakland's identity without a sewer system. We are in a unique position to have so much open commercial land available, and it gives us an opportunity to provide a consistent look and feel for our commercial corridor. And these are some of the concept drawings that came out of our visioning sessions that we worked on in the last couple of years. We established a moratorium on commercial development on Highway 50. We conducted visioning sessions with the Oakland residents for feedback on a vision for Highway 50. We crafted and passed gateway corridor ordinances to support this vision. We lifted the moratorium just recently on commercial development on Highway 50. We conducted a plan to identify a sanitary sewer system to serve the town's needs through build-out. We executed an agreement with Claremont to accept and treat our sewage to build out. Upsize the Force Main in Lake County in cooperation with a private developer to connect the Claremont system. Secure the site and initiate the construction of the main sewer lift station in Force Main to connect the Force Main to Lake County. We secured $250,000 from the state in funding to assist with constructing the main lift station and the Force Main. We conducted an analysis of transportation systems, particularly in the State Road 50 corridor, to ensure maintenance levels of service with development. We secured the right-of-way from Motomassic Street and secured the transfer of the Remington Road right-of-way from Orange County to the Turnpike and the Turnpike of Florida. We currently have $3.1 million requested in the state of Florida appropriation budget and are hopeful for funding for some or all of that requested amount. In the meantime, we also are forming an architectural review board who will help us with the State Road 50 corridor development when we have people coming in to build. There's much more to be done, but we're off to a good start. Preparing for the future. We will continue to pursue fulfillment of the objectives noted in the opening summary. We've managed to achieve these accomplishments listed during a time when we lost 1/4 of our assessed value in ad valorem taxes, and other revenues were relatively flat. As we come out of the recession and as our investments in our infrastructure begin to pay off, we expect to be able to make even more gains in our accomplishments. This will include continued investment in staff services, such as the establishment of a more robust recreation facility, including the arts, more connectivity between the charter school, the nature preserve, and the town, increased utilization of technology for providing information and participation for residents, elected officials, and staff. As commercial development occurs on Highway 50 and expands our tax base, we would like to reduce the tax burden on our residential properties. We want to complete the Midtown drainage project. We want to add a middle school to our charter school. We want to establish a stormwater utility. We want to work with the local business community to develop quality commercial expansion consistent with the Gateway Corridor. So, as you can tell, I have a love and a pride for this small town that I've called home for 24 years. It's you, residents, who make this town what it is by volunteering your time and talents and coming out tonight to listen to me. We have many to thank for that, from our boards to the Charter Review Committee to the Coalition of Churches, which has become a unique group of people who are here in Oakland, and Dennis's kitchen cabinet. That's a group of very experienced town residents who have helped him from everything from finance to a million different things, and we appreciate them so very much. The town staff, which includes everyone at the charter school, the police department, public works, and town hall. They're a hard-working, dedicated, professional group of people. So I appreciate your time and attention, and I thank you very much for coming to listen to me. So, like I said, we have a table full of further information, and I am happy to take some questions. I do request that it would be something that we can talk about in a reasonable amount of time. If it's complicated, we may have to, set some time aside in another venue to talk about that. But I am happy to answer some questions, and of course, I have staff here to help me with anything that I don't know.
For the new development,
You have to stand up. You have to.
my name's Lynette Wilbur and I live in Winter's Landing. And right back of us, they're going to be building homes to the Oakland Park. And I went to their meeting last week and their plans are not finalized. And I think Max is working with them right now. And it's going to affect our little settlement over there. And so we're very interested to see how far they have worked with you on finalizing your plans.
Okay, at this point, we're just going after building. So they have to do a plat and file construction plans to move into your building plans. That's anywhere from 18 to 24 month process. So it's going to be a good amount of time before they do that. Please also understand that when they do go through that process for use of plat, there are a number of public workshops that they're going to have to. This wasn't the only workshop that they're going to have to do. They're going to have to do a number of workshops. They're going to have to work out issues with the town and also take on from the neighbors.
Well, I'm going to thank you, Max, for all the help that you're going to be giving us and that it's right near where they're going to build. They're going to build right
What we've done, and I think you've probably seen some things in the paper, and I'm gonna let probably Max or Dennis, whoever wants to take it, expand on this, but we have worked with an engineering firm. We have worked with an engineering firm on our traffic studies and our traffic flow and the impacts of, growth. We feel good that we've got Highway 50 taken care of, and we're in a good spot there. We had extensive conversations about Oakland Avenue, and no, we are not going to expand Oakland Avenue in a way that will impact the way it looks right now as a scenic byway. There were some depictions in the West Orange Times about what we think it will look like, and at a maximum, it's a few middle turn lanes, and that's it. We accept that we are in conflict with our transportation plan, but we will not compromise the look and feel of that road.
Do you have, if they can override you, obviously, right, the state can override?
It's a county road, it's not a state road. And so it would be very difficult for them to do it, and that's, part of the reason we put the scenic byway in place. I would say, and they can stop me if I'm wrong, I would say it is unlikely that we will have that issue. But that means that it's going to drive traffic out to Highway 50. We're also looking at the expansion of Motormassic as a cross road through, so that will make a difference also. Max, you wanna? No, you say I did good? I did all right? Dennis has got a comment. We own the right of way, so it's hard for anybody to make us do anything. Anybody else? Any takers? Otherwise, I think there's a few more snacks. Bob, you have something you want to say?
I would like to say thank you to you for your time to stand up and fight.
You can tell I planned it all my friends. But Bob doesn't say anything unless he means it. It's true. That's true. So, anybody else? All right, so like I said, if you have any other questions, the staff is here, I'm here, please feel free to ask us anything you'd like to know. And thank you. Oh, did you have another question?
I keep thinking about the school.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first, you take the ones that live in Oakland first, families, correct?
Mhm.
And then the outsiders?
Mm-hmm.
Are there many?
I don't think we call them outsiders.
What's the ratio of non-residents for Oakland?
Pam, do you know? And we can get back to you if Pam doesn't know off the top of her head.
Okay.
Currently, we are investigating the number of children that are Oakland residents versus how many that attend, and so we are partnering with OCPS to gather that information so that we can have a better depiction of that scenario for us, because obviously the design of the school was to provide a local school for the Oakland students, and then obviously the community at large. So we are gathering that information. I'll be more than happy to, as we go through those processes, to provide you with some more details.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.